Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lost Intuitive. My name is Ruben, and today I'm making this video just to chat with you guys, so you guys are aware of the things that are coming, the things that are being played at this time, the things that are playing out, I should say. And a lot of, just to bring awareness to how you can approach these things and just manage, the energies that are being presented, that you're being bombarded with, I guess, for some of us. I'm, for one, being bombarded with so many opportunities, so many decisions, choices, options. So it just depends on how you guys want to look at things. That's another thing, to think about when you're experiencing certain things on your day to day or just in your life in general. Pay attention to these things that have been coming up recently, as we have recently ended a you know, major cycle, which is the astrological cycle, meaning Pisces was the last one, so now we are in Aries. So the cycle has re-entered. Has restarted. So a lot of things have come full circle. Many have been ending their karmic cycles, karmic relationships, soul contracts. It just depends, where you're at within your stage, within your journey. But one thing that I want to point out, and why the reason why I wanted to make this video today was just because there's a lot of chaotic energy playing out within this, I guess, with this full moon, new moon that came in, that had just recently occurred. I'm not too familiar. I haven't followed the cycles, but I should, as we all should. But it's a learning process. This is how we manage, and this is how we learn. This is how we grow. So just be observant of these things taking place. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to take action right now, but just be observant of how these things are playing out, so that way that you're aware of how to acknowledge and recognize these things when they are represented in your life, in your path, however, they come about. So another thing that I wanted to share was, there's a lot of things going on within the hidden, within the shadows, within the dark, behind closed doors, that aren't really being shown at this time. But remember, observe is what's coming through. This is what I'm getting. Just observe. So lately, this is what I've been in the zone of. I've just been laid back, observing, kind of taking the back seat for right now. So I'm letting spirit take the wheel right this moment, because there has been a lot of, I want to say, not confusion, but like a lot of you may be finding yourself questioning things. So personally, I like to converse and really involve my spirits, my spiritual team, my angels, God, whoever I find, sanctuary in, or just strength, courage, and whatnot. So think about it when you are facing these certain things, or similar things that may be challenging for you or just confusing. Take a moment, come back within, ask yourself, ask these questions that are going to make you reevaluate or evaluate. So it's just something that, it doesn't necessarily mean, again, you're not needed to take action at this time. I'm not being told, at this time to make any sudden movements, any impulsive movements. So thus, this can be the same message for you guys, again, depending on where you're at. So only take what resonates. This is a collective reading, I'm just channeling the messages that have been coming through. And this is the energy that has been playing around, within my surroundings, perhaps within your surroundings as well. You're just trying to understand and trying to grasp the matter of things, and how to go about them. But nonetheless, things are, you're safe, you're protected, your blessings are still coming in. But when these things, when you level up, and when these new things, these new blessings, these new opportunities, they start to come in, they start to pour in from all types of directions. There's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of indecision, there's a lot of indecisiveness. So just be, weary, be cautious, just take your time with things as they unfold. A lot of opportunities, a lot of things are going to be coming up. They can be good, they can be bad. You just have to be able to choose wisely, because not everything that, or not just because something pops up so quick, you manifest it, yeah, this and that, you need to be cautious. Always be cautious. Yeah, you manifested this, and it's, it feels good and this and that, but have you done the work to maintain it? And will this be beneficial, for your growth, for your health, healing wise? So just something to consider. Just be really direct, really sit with yourself so you know exactly what you want to do. Be strategic. Be strategic. So I want to go ahead and pull some cards and see what we get from Spirit, just to see if we get any extra messages, extra, guidance. So we have new moon in Scorpio and new moon in Aquarius. Work through your fears and bring love into the situation. So for many of you, you may be, again, this confusion can be bringing this unsettling type of feeling, this of not knowing, and it's just like never ending, things that have been repeating, things have been like, you have been like in the survival mode. I'm seeing in the survival mode where you're just constantly doing all this work to build these walls, to maintain these structure, these boundaries, to maintain these how do they say it, to maintain these needs, to be seen, to be heard, to be acknowledged. But Spirit is wanting you to just do it with love, do it with compassion, because yes, it's very frustrating, it's very unbalancing, when these things are happening, over and over, and you're just like, what the fuck? Sorry, excuse my language if you don't, I don't care. You're just like tired of it. You're just like, what the fuck? What else am I supposed to do? What else? How else am I supposed to go about this? I've been doing A, B, C, X, Y, and Z, and this is still happening. But the thing is, things are still unfolding. Is what I'm getting. Is the thing that keeps coming through. Things are still unfolding. Yes, you feel this. Yes, you're getting the confirmations. You're getting the insight. You're getting the visions. You're getting the messages from your angels, from your spirit team. But the thing is, there's a lot still hidden. Things are still coming out of the shadows. Things are still being released. Things are still ending. And you're still needing to work through certain things. You're still afraid of receiving, which is why we have, bring love into the situation. You need to be more understanding of why these things are happening for you, because they're not happening to you, they're happening for you, for something, for you to grow, for you to see, for you to understand, for you to change your perspective, your mentality, your behaviors, your habits, however it might play out for you. And under the deck we have blue moon, we have believe in the impossible. So many of you with these fears, and these lack mentalities have been creating a lot of, stagnation. This is creating stagnation. And if it's not just, a lot of worrying, it's a lot of obsessive. Even if it's for something good, you have to allow these things to gradually happen, gradually grow, to be watered, to be nourished, because nothing happens overnight. This things are a process. Healing is a process. Growth is a process. There's a process for everything. Nothing happens just like that. Yeah, things are, you manifest, it's magical, and this and that. But the thing is, just because it seems, people say, oh yeah, and this and that, yeah. But the thing is, you have to be in that frequency. You have to be in that level of vibration, that energy. You have to be able to attract this, and being in this obsessive and this fearful and this worrying and this, always negative, so, self-sabotaging type of energy, this is always gonna attract those type of things. You're not gonna be able to manifest what you truly want because you're not taking the time to do the work. You're not taking the time to acknowledge what is still lingering, what is still needed to be reflected on, let go of, however it just makes it for you. Again, with this water energy, it's not what, Aquarius isn't water energy, but in this image, we have her watering, bringing water and watering, just like, it's all that love, it's the attention, it's the reflection, it's the work, that you're putting into these seeds, that you're putting into yourself, into your mind. And another thing, water, it represents intuition, it represents your emotions. So really getting to know those aspects of yourself, because many, I've noticed, and this is, I'm not excluded from this, because this is something that I have grown from, but I have seen many people in the collective walk around like zombies. They don't even know who they are. They don't even know what they like. They don't even know their interests, the things that bring them happiness, that bring them hope, the things that make them sad, and they suppress all these things to perceive to be the somebody that they want others to accept when they don't even accept themselves. These messages may come out as very blunt and very bold, but this is the way that they're coming through, and this is the way that are needed to be said. Because on this channel, this one thing that I'm not gonna do is sugarcoat, and I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. So if that doesn't sit right with you right now, click off this channel and you can unsubscribe. Because on this channel, I am seeking for others that are prepared to do the work and that are ready to acknowledge and ready to make those changes within themselves, and setting those boundaries, and really committing to themselves and not just the clout, because that's not what I'm here for. As you can see, I don't post many videos, and you won't see me posting every day either. So this is my way of growing, helping the collective, providing my service. I don't charge. So this is something that should be considered and taken really into consideration. Really sit with these messages if they resonate with you, and if you find yourself with these similar, situations, these similar stages within your life that you may be facing at this time. But I just wanted to say that, these things that are happening, they're for you. Everything that happens in your life, and every day that you experience something, it's for you to be guided. It's for you to acknowledge. It's for you to realize something. It's for you to connect with, because everything and everyone is connected. We're all one. But the thing is, everybody's so disconnected because society was built for that. It was built to disconnect the humanity race. And something that's coming through with this Scorpion is a lot of things right now within the collective. It may be fucking stinging. That shit may sting, and very much, because you had these high hopes for these people, for these certain things in your life, for these goals, for these desires that you thought you had. It's just like that bitter feeling, that sweet bitterness, I guess. Because I, for one, have been very having a lot of epiphanies lately, within my surroundings, within my journey, within my life, relationships, especially my relationships. So this is one thing within the collective as well. Many of you are going to be encouraged to reevaluate your relationships. not just sexual relationships, love relationships. This is all types, platonic, unconditional, you know, from your family, from your friends, to your coworkers, to everything, all the types of relationships that you have. These are all going to be reevaluating at this time. They're all being reevaluated. A lot of you are being awoken to the relationships that you have gotten yourself into, and the past relationships that you have dealt with, and you are needed to grow from, or needed to leave behind. Same thing, But yeah, a lot of things may sting at this time. I'm not going to go too much into detail, but let's just say that I had high hopes for certain things in my life, and my intuition told me, here and there, I would ignore it, but this day would come, and I'm kind of, I'm glad of these things that have occurred in the past within my life. It's mainly with family, I want to say. I'm not going to go too much into detail because nobody needs to know nobody's business. So I just want to say, these things, you just want to take them with a grain of salt, Just, like, hey, things happen, we grow, we're here for our journeys. We're here for ourselves. We're here to show others what we're made of, show others why we're here, why we were born, not why they wanted us to be born, not for their expectations, their acceptance. No, not for that. Never for that. And that's one thing that you must take into your heart right now, and always remember, don't do for others. Yes, have the love, have the compassion, have the respect, for your lovers, for your elders, but the thing is, know where to draw the line. And that goes for anybody, not just your family. Know when to draw the line, because you can't be this person that's always overgiving, and what are you left with? That's the thing, And this is something that I've been dealing with my entire childhood. And it wasn't only until, what was it? I want to say 20 years old, 21, when I met my sister, and she was a part of my awakening. She was the one who made me realize what I was surrounded in, what I was living through on my day-to-day, what I was overlooking with all the years that had passed, growing up. And it really hurt. I'm not gonna lie, things hurt. Healing hurts. This is why many people get discouraged about the spiritual community, the spiritual, reality, because they see these people, and they see us, because I'm a part of the spiritual community and the spiritual journeys. They look at us like we're arrogant, like we don't care, like we're disconnected. But the thing is that we're awoken from this illusion, this circus that they have created and that they have brought us into. But the thing is, what have our ancestors left at our disposal? What have they gone through? And that's the thing. Us as spiritual warriors, spiritual, beings, we are here to help you realize that and help you remember that this life was meant to be lived and enjoyed, not to be lived as a slave and unhappy and bounded and stuck, stagnated, always confused, always sad. And that's because that's not the reason for living. That's not the reason for this life. And again, society has created these things for us to be so closed off and so disconnected from our roots and from our true soul purpose. And many talk about soul purpose, purpose this, purpose that. The thing is, our purpose is to do what we want and what we choose. So this is my message for you, as a healer, as me, as a human, a spiritual being, just like you. Take the time to get to know who you are. Take the time to acknowledge these fears that come up, these, you know, these doubts and these insecurities, because these insecurities are made up. They're not real. These are things that are not meant to be in your vocabulary. They're not meant to be in your mind. They're not meant to be acknowledged at all. These things are nothing. These things are ways to keep you disconnected from your true self, from your true nature. So I'm gonna put one more card. So let's get what can we get. I hope these messages are resonating for, you know, some of you, for all of you. Hope they help. You know, I'm just here for help, for guidance, you know, just to chat. Angel of prayer. Ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. And under the deck we have Angel of Healing. The angels have felt your sadness and have shown up for you today to send you healing. So you guys aren't alone. Never think that you're alone. You guys have me. You guys have spirit. You guys have your angels, your ancestors, you know, those who walk with you, your past loved ones, however. But the thing is, everything starts with us. Everything starts with you. If you want the change, you want the results, you want the love, you want the healing, start with yourself. Go within and you will start to see, you know, things fall in place. You will start to see yourself, realize certain things about yourself, around your surroundings, you know, about your surroundings, the things you like, your interests, you know. It's going to be a journey, you know, it's experience. That's why they call it a journey. It's because there's so many things that have potential, so many things that are waiting for you to explore, for you to experience. So I hope these messages help. This is all I have for you guys. I hope they resonate. Let me know in the comments, and subscribe to see more videos like this, and I will see you guys next time. Blessed be.